Hi guys, welcome back to Sunday League to Champions League. My name is Chris, aka Big Will, and today we have two tough games against Borussia Monchengladbach and Bayern Leverkusen. And we're unbeaten in three league games. We've changed the formation again. Um, we went back to a standard 4-3-3 for a short amount of time, and it just wasn't working for us at all. And then we changed back to five at the back against FC Köln. We played extremely poorly. So we're trying a 4-3-3, but it's a different setup. And we've actually gone three up front, and it seems to be working. Beerith has finally scored a goal. Kelly has finally scored his first goal for the club after 22 matches. And our new signing, Mike Trezor, has settled in quite well as well. Um, transfer business, pretty minimal, if I'm being truthful. But after changing to this other 4-3-3 formation, like I say, a 4-0 win over Paderborn, a 1-0 win away at Braunschweig, and a 2-0 draw at home to Hertha Berlin. So we are showing a little bit of spirit, really. Um, in terms of the league table, we are still in the relegation zone, but we sat on 18 points. And we're in a position where if we can get a couple of decent results together, we could drag ourselves out of this relegation zone. I wouldn't mind a relegation playoff place, if I'm being truthful, because again, it gives us that opportunity. Um, in, at the very least, we're not going to finish bottom. Braunschweig are woeful. They've only got 6 points so far. So we're going to these two games. Bayer Leverkusen are sat in fifth place, 38 points. Monchengladbach sat on 28 points. Um, again, neither side have lost too many matches. They've lost 6 games each side as well. But Monchengladbach have actually only won 6 games, so we could have an opportunity against them today. But we'll have to see how we get on. So in relation to the transfers, like I say, we didn't do an awful lot of business. Max Weiss, our backup goalkeeper, he has left for Wolfsburg for £350,000. Mohamed Bayer has gone out on loan, and it doesn't actually show properly here. But we also saw Torsten Laubel, who was a young right winger. He was in the second team, which is why it's not showed up on our transfer history. But we sold him for £3 million, and we did get that money into the transfer budget. And the only signing we made was this guy, Mike Trezor. We agreed to sign him on a free transfer, but I decided to activate the deal early. We needed £3 million to do it, but he's come in and he's scored a couple of goals for us already. He's made one start, 3 substitute appearances, and scored 2 goals, like I say. So he's pretty much an all-rounder. He can play out wide. We've largely been playing him up front. And the reason for that, which will lead us nicely into our tactical shape, it's very unorthodox, it must be said, but it seems to be working slightly. We've got the Mazzala in there with the deep line playmaker. We've got a deep line forward, a target forward, and a pressing forward. And it does seem to have helped us a little bit going forward. So big risk, but it has paid off in the last few matches. And I think, to be honest, we've just got to go for it, haven't we? It's the original saying I can't actually say, but it's or bust. So we're just going to go for it. And like I say, we're scoring more goals. We seem to be a little bit better going forward. Obviously, Paderborn currently sat in mid-table and Braunschweig are bottom of the league. But the fact that we got an away win, regardless of the fact that Braunschweig have only won once this season, is a really big moment for us. The home win against Paderborn was a really good performance, and the 2-0 draw we had to Berlin, who were sat in 7th place, uh, we looked pretty good to be honest in that game, and we did give really good account of ourselves. And I think we have an opportunity here. Again, still suffering with injuries. Eamon Carrot is out injured at the moment. Kelly, unfortunately, is injured as well as Arnold. Um, Asensio is on the bench despite having a slight knock, and Kay Gordon and Musio are struggling for fitness at the minute. Pavel Maric is also struggling for fitness, but he is going to be playing today anyway. Senad Saric has been attracting interest from Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United. I want to try and tie him down to a new contract, but he's under a promise at the moment, so there's not a lot I can do until that gets sorted. Um, he's currently on a release clause of only £4.8 million as well. So it is something that I am eager to push up a little bit, and hopefully, if his release clause gets triggered, which to be honest is certainly good enough, it will get triggered at some point. Um, he will then end up pushing on with his career, that is for sure. We also had a couple of job interviews as well. We did get offered a couple of jobs, but after weighing up the pros and cons, I've decided to stay at Karlsruhe for the time being. It was a difficult decision. Queen's Park was one of them. They are in the Scottish Premier League at the moment, and they agreed the compensation fee. They didn't offer me a lot of money in terms of wages, and we've just taken the lead. Mike Trezor doing well down this left-hand side, managing to squeeze it across, and Micah Beerith was there to put us ahead. Maraj working well down this left-hand side, playing it forward, and Trezor with a really good run, played it first time across the keeper. Very poor from him not to get in the way of that, but Micah Beerith with the finish, and we have a lead here at Monchengladbach. Potential opportunity knocking here if we can push on for a second. Here is Kobold into Kwanzaa. Obviously, given the recent results, we are a little bit higher in relation to confidence as well. So hopefully that will continue here. And Beerith is in again, lays it back to Jimenez, and now Vanitsek, and that is a good effort. And what a save onto the post from the goalkeeper there. Really good stuff from the goalkeeper. Vanitsek here with a free kick, whips it in, and the keeper, I mean, a very, very odd moment there. Omlin went to the other side, but Vanitsek went to the far post, completely wrong-footed the keeper. Kwanzaa managed to steal in and knock it in. We'll just have another look at it. Kwanzaa definitely wasn't offside, but it rebounded off the post and he was there to put it in. 2-0 up now. 15 minutes gone, and as things stand, it pushes us up to 15th place. We're looking good here. We just need to keep the ball rolling as such, don't we? What was I saying a moment ago? I've completely forgotten now. Oh well. Uh, we move on and we look to carry on. Oh no, that was it. It was the job side of things. Yeah, Queen's Park couldn't afford the wage demands, so that was the end of that one. And the other job we got offered was Spanish Premier League, the first division, should I say, with Cadets. And I was looking at the league table; they were overperforming drastically, but there was only 3 points separating 7th from 19th. It was a very tight league, and I thought, well, we'll have a look. We'll see what happens here. Micah Beerith is in behind, and Micah Beerith has scored again here, 3-0. The lads are determined for me to not talk about this, aren't they? Let's be honest. Cadets actually offered me more money than what I'm earning here at Karlsruhe, but again, the club situation is the same. They were 7th in the league at the time that I applied, with the interview and everything. But by the time they offered me the job, they were down in 16th. So I was like, well, there's clearly something amiss. And in the end, we didn't go for that one either. So we're still here. And we could be hitting a turning point in the season with this new formation. I don't think any of the teams in Bundesliga have seen this kind of setup before. Because as things stand, we're potentially going to be 4 games unbeaten, 3-0 here. What a first half that was. Yes, we got lucky with the set piece for Kwanzaa's goal, but Micah Beerith with 2 very good finishes. And again, Mike Trezor being very instrumental on the left-hand side of that front 3, managing to get the ball across. It's only his second start, of course. A lot of the time he has been on the bench. We are going to have to make a couple of changes. 15 minutes to go. We've not actually had a single highlight in this second half. We're going to get Hugo on for Maraj, who's on a yellow card. He's also struggling for fitness as well. Velukovic is going to come on for Senad Saric. Banitsek is going to come off. He's had another brilliant game from midfield. Zenis Bernic, who has come back into the side and he's played quite well also. So he's deserved his place back after a big injury. And Micah Beerith, he's scored a couple of goals for us today. We're not going to risk him getting injured either. And we'll probably leave it like that, I think. And 15 minutes to go. And we have got another 3 points on the board, I would say now. 10 minutes to go, though. Anything can happen. We'll have to just keep it tight. But hopefully the job is done. Hodge intercepting there. Asensio knocks it forward into Raymond Tachi. Just holds on to it. Finds Hodge. Charges from the midfield. Opportunity with players in the penalty area. Can he get the ball in? Camera misses challenge. It's swung into Trezor. And they just managed to get it clear. Jimenez into Velukovic. Now Burnic into Velukovic again. Jimenez down this right-hand side. Chance to get the ball into the penalty area. Swings it in. And again, the keeper is not dealing with those crosses. Kwanzaa back to Jimenez. Another cross. Hodge is free. And there is number 4. It's a lovely delivery, left-footed from Jimenez. I'm not sure if Hodge was onside or not. I think he was. And the goal has been awarded. 4-0 now. Again, some dangerous crosses being put into the penalty area. Jimenez, superb left-footed cross. That's his weaker foot, by the way. And Hodge, completely free header, fired it into the top of the net. 4-0. And we're putting a message out. We are, after survival, we are putting a big message out to the other relegation-threatened sides. Hertha Berlin have scored in the 87th minute from the penalty spot to beat Stuttgart by a 1-0. So that is another huge bonus from our point of view. Every single player with a really good performance today. Tachi didn't do too well, though, unfortunately. Neither did Saric, but Saric is just playing in that defensive role and just covering the lateral spaces. And that is a phenomenal performance. 4 games unbeaten, and we have got our strikers finally scoring some goals. We're sat in 15th place. We're out of the bottom 3. And with the game coming up against Bayer Leverkusen, if we can keep up this kind of run, we've got an opportunity of pushing up the table even a little bit more, which would be very nice, wouldn't it? I think it said there's 7 days until that next game. So we'll just whip through the in-betweeny bits. And hopefully, definitely going to praise Beerus' performance. Hopefully, we can come back and get another positive result next time against Bayer Leverkusen. Okay then everyone, here we go for the game against Leverkusen. Earlier kickoff this is a Saturday, so on the Friday, Frankfurt managed a 1-0 win against Bochum, which has sent us back down into 16th place. You might be able to see it just above my head, I'm not too sure. But we're within touching distance of all these teams above us. I mean, a win today, because of our decent goal difference, if we get a win today, we could end up finishing the episode in about 11th place. Obviously, I'm being very optimistic. Bayer Leverkusen are in good form themselves at the moment. So on 39 points, they are chasing a European spot. So we've got to be very careful. But I am not changing the tactical outlook. We did extremely well in the game against Monchengladbach. We go again today. Alavoin in goal, Mares, Kobold, Kwanzaa and Alex Jimenez at the back with Saric, Vanitsek and Carey in the midfield. Asensio, Trezor and Beerith as the front 3. Carey is back to some sort of full fitness. He can manage about 75 minutes today, so we'll see how he gets on. Jimenez and Mares both could get suspended if they get booked today. Vanitsek, it's a funny one. He's not our best central midfield player to partner carry, but he's such a key player for us at the moment. He's been putting in really good performances despite his decreasing ability. We've got to play him. He's been such a good player for us over the last couple of seasons, and especially this season. When we were not winning anything, he was the man that was really dictating that midfield and trying to get the goals and score them himself, of course, as well. So he maintains his place in the side. We've got plenty of options on the bench as well. Here we go for the game against Leverkusen. We did actually draw with them last time out. It was 3-3, I think. Um, so we are capable of keeping close to them. They've had a manager change themselves over the course of the campaign, and it's clearly worked for them because they have really shot up the table. Here is Tar with the throw into Sullivan. Back to Tar again. Leverkusen looking to get an early advantage, and Filippo Terracciano with the finish. A little bit poor from us defensively, to be honest. It's the first time we've looked a little bit lacking there. First attempt at goal, and Beerith has taken a knock as well. Potential pulled groin. We'll keep an eye on it for now. His actual match condition hasn't gone into the red, so we'll just keep an eye on it, like I say. But he has now had to come off injured. We should have probably taken him off beforehand, shouldn't we? Let's see. I think, to be fair, we'll give Luca Oyen an opportunity. He's not particularly settled into the side since we've changed to this setup, but he's a decent finisher. I know he's not shown it yet this season, but he is generally a decent finisher. So we'll see how he gets on. Obviously, with Kelly missing in action and now Beerith potentially going to be out for a little while, we are falling a little bit short up front because of this front three situation that we've set up, of course. Here is Palacios into Sullivan, Tresoldi, Bakayoko, off Maresh. They moved the ball so quickly there, Leverkusen. And unfortunately, we have been caught out today, but our first defeat in 5, and there is cause to be optimistic, I think, after the recent results that we've had, but we've only had one shot at goal today. And for the first time, we've been able to give a positive team talk at the start of a match rather than say, look, we're playing badly, we need to pick it up or whatever. We've actually had a decent run. And I think it's a little bit unusual for the side, especially since getting promoted. I'm not too sure what's just happened there. Edmund Tapsoba has scored an own goal and we're back in the game. That was bizarre. Maresh knocked the ball forward. Van Itsek didn't get onto it. Neither did Oyen. Tapsoba just passed it back. It was a shocking effort and Keller just didn't react to it. What a bizarre own goal that is. And we're back in this game. We could have an opportunity here. We're going to demand a little bit more from the team because I think we could get back into this, but we need to get some shots in at goal, and it's just not happening. We've got 20 minutes to go, and I mean, it's a difficult one really. We're going to get Hodge on for Van Itsek. Well, saying that Carey's struggling, of course, he's not had the necessary game time, has he? I think we'll change both central midfielders actually. We'll get Musa Yeo on for an opportunity as well. Maresh will take off potentially. Let's see. We'll give Rodrigo Goncalves a chance, I think, at right back. He's not seen too much game time. I mean, Senad Saric, Maric is going to have to stay on. We haven't actually got another left back. Velukovic wants more game time, so I think we'll bring him on for Senad Saric in there as well. And we'll confirm the substitutes. And then we'll go attacking. Bakayoko swinging it in. Hinsapi off the crossbar. And Alavoine claims it well. We got a bit lucky there. And I want to offer some encouragement, but it's not quite ready yet. Goncalves into Trezor. Hinsapi goes through the back of him. No foul given, which is a bit unfortunate from our point of view because he is on a yellow card. Here is Palacios into Beraldo. Now Hinsapi. They are getting at us in these wide areas. Terracciano into Sullivan. Good tackle from Trezor tracking back, but Hodge has lost it. So poor from him, and Tresoldi's in, and that is a good save from Alavoy. Tresoldi was offside. And we do get away with it. We're still in this game, but we haven't had a single shot on target. We're going to offer some encouragement, and we're actually going to go very attacking now. the fact that we've scored because of that bizarre own goal and we've not actually had a shot on target, bit of a strange one, really. Here's Bakayoko. Plays it back to Tapsoba. Bakayoko over the top, looking for Sullivan. Velukovic doing well to get onto it, and he knocks it clear, and Hodge picks it up. Chance to cut it inside, finds Asensio. Does well with the turn, and now Trezor has support behind him, and it's played into the penalty area, and it's bundled in, and it's another own goal by Edmund Tabsoba. We're level courtesy of a double own goal. I don't think I've ever seen that on Football Manager, if I'm being truthful. But it's gone our way today for sure. Can we hold on? Here is Hinsapi. That's a good ball into the far post. Kwanzaa heads clear. We're going to take it off. Very attacking goal, back to a positive mentality. Good tackle from Oyen. But Tar continues the attack. Swings it in, looking for Trasoldi. It's in off the post. And despite our good fortune defensively, we weren't alert there. And I suppose I'll change that back to very attacking, shall I? We've deserved to get beaten today. The fact that we've not had a shot on target but scored 2 goals is nothing short of remarkable. Here's Tapsoba into Tar. We're on very attacking and the players aren't even closing down. Here is Tar again. Now Bar. Tapsoba. Go on, play it back to your keeper. A hat-trick of own goals? That would be a first, wouldn't it? Here is Sullivan. Moving down the right-hand side. Lays it back. Palacios. Now Bar again. Good interception by Velukovic. Now Hodge into Cobalt. Now Musayeo into Goncalves. Plenty of space for him to work into. And he finds Trezor. Back into Goncalves, who launches it forward. And Asensio just about keeps that in. No offside. Into Trezor. Goncalves has been brought down. I think it was outside the penalty area. I'm pretty sure that was outside the penalty area. Yeah, no penalty. Unlucky from our point of view, but Alavoin is forward at the far post. Velukovic is there. Kobold! Christoph Kobold is there. I think they're checking for offside. Oh, don't do it like this. The goal's awarded. A last-minute equaliser, our first shot on target. Velukovic was completely open at the far post. He wasn't being marked, and Alavoin was up there as well, of course. And we've somehow salvaged a 3-3 draw here. The same result as what we had away against them as well. But my word, we are showing some spirit, aren't we, at the moment? Absolutely fantastic for us to even stay in the game. The 2 own goals were a massive help. I'm not going to knock that. But Kobold, with a 93rd minute equaliser, keeps our run going. Again, I'm not going to knock it. The 2 own goals really, really helped us there. But that point puts us into 16th still. We're level with Mainz and Stuttgart. But we are within touching distance of another 5, possibly even 6, even 7 clubs if Monchengladbach is included in that list. And big opportunities. We just need to maintain this run and just keep the morale up. We're working very, very hard for this. Micah Berith is only injured for a week, so that is a bonus. He's out for 5 to 6 days. He could potentially be back for the Freiburg game, who we did beat earlier in the season, of course. But that is 5 games without defeat, 3 wins and 2 draws. Huge, huge points to be put on the board. And in terms of going forward, I'm not really too sure how to split the episodes, to be honest. I've just seen we've got Bayern Munich and Leipzig to finish the campaign off. We'll probably get Freiburg, Bochum and Wolfsburg out of the way. We'll come back for Frankfurt and Dortmund. And then we'll miss the 3 games. Then we've got Bayern and Leipzig. We'll see if we can stay in the Bundesliga. And I mean, it'd be a huge achievement if we could, of course. But plenty to be optimistic about. If we can continue this run going into March now, like I say, we'll be back for Frankfurt and Dortmund tomorrow. Let's hope we can try and steer ourselves away from this relegation fight. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for your support. Please like, subscribe to the channel. It's all greatly appreciated. I will see you all next time. This is Big Will, signing away.